Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to WRC Generations. Now, I was kindly sent an early review code for this game by KT Racing, and in all honesty, I tested it out and I couldn't quite get the steering, quite right from default on controller. So I've been playing around with it and I feel like I've come out with probably the best way to experience this game whilst using a controller, and it kind of gets rid of that overactive kind of spinny feeling that these cars have. So to edit your controls, the best way to do this is go ahead into the controls in the options menu, and as you can see from the accelerate button, we've got it down by 1 point in the sensitivity bracket. Everything else is default. Brake, I've just completely left it alone. I feel like, the accelerator and the brake are pretty fine from standard. Clutch, we are obviously not really going to be using whilst on a controller. However, this is where most things have changed on the steer left and the steer right. As you can see, the sensitivity, we brought it down to minus 5.0. This essentially just stops the car being too overactive and spinning out. It kind of gives you a lot more control over your inputs. Now, dead zone, I've actually left this at 0. I did try it around about 5 and 10. However, there was a massive delay in turning, so I've just left that alone. Saturation, again, is standard, and all these bits at the bottom, again, are just kind of left alone. And then it's the same here. With the sensitivity, we put it down for the steer right to minus 5.0. Dead zone, we've left alone. Saturation, again, we've left alone, and we've left alone the rescale. This should give you much more control over how the car feels and how it handles. It should stop being too twitchy, and then obviously having the dead zone at 0 should stop really any kind of delay in your input. Especially with my driving style, it's much more suited and gives me much more control. We have, however, edited the handbrake. So the handbrake on default is at circle, and I feel like this is a pretty decent place to start and just kind of leave it. Sensitivity wise, I've actually put it down to minus 5.0 again. This is because sometimes when you catch it too quickly, in terms of going through them tighter corners, you'll cause yourself to basically spin around, so I would recommend taking that down. Shift up, we've just left alone. That's on the X button, and then obviously the individual gears are not really needed if you're just using X and square to go up and down. Respawn, we've not changed. Headlights on and off, you don't really need to change them. They're pretty fine as they are. And then obviously these kind of more basic settings at the bottom, they should be absolutely fine. So it's mainly just kind of tuning those sensitivities for the steering just to give you more control, as well as the handbrake to stop it being a little bit too twitchy. In all honesty, if you are having troubles with the default settings, this should massively help you out. As you can see, I've not changed anything else, and it should give you that just extra bit of control. So that's going to be it for this video. It's just a quick overview of how to really just make those cars a bit more controllable and less kind of prone to spinning out, because honestly from default I just felt it was like just a little bit too much. So toning it down should just give you that extra layer of control. So don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, because I'm going to be covering everything to do with WRC Generations, and I will catch you all in the next one. Take care guys. Peace.